Project Apollo is basically a panegyric to the moon landings from their inception with JFK's speech on the rice fields to the recitation of the scriptures of Genesis from the dark side of the moon to the eagle has landed, eternally remembered phrase by Neil Armstrong, to Eugene Cernan's lunar oration, indeed the last lunar oration. And so I'd been in Copenhagen for a while, and I played a gig with a friend called Creston. Creston also played with Paul Bley, and I basically invited Creston's cousin, Søren Kjærgaard, to come over here to play in the festival with me. And he's a brilliant synthesizer player. And I had been to Luxembourg, and I stayed in Luxembourg for quite a while actually, with Jeff, Herr, brilliant drummer. Interesting tidbit about Jeff. Jeff has connections to Pope John Paul I, believe it or not. And myself and Jeff played around Belgium and Luxembourg and got on very well. Found Jeff very amiable, affable, and lovely drummer. And I had a great time in Luxembourg. So I invited Jeff over here. And so when we got to the studio, we went down to, basically we laid the basic tracks down below in BPM with Finney. And when Jeff was sitting at the drum stool, he said, "Mark, where are we going?" And basically, like Amundsen, the guys on the ship with Amundsen thought they were going to the North Pole. But after a few days, Amundsen told them, "No, we're going to Antarctica." And ironically, this is the same band I made the Antarctica album with as well. So basically, Søren, Jeff and myself laid down the basic tracks in below with Finney, and then we went to Donica for post-production, and we basically harvested the astronaut narrations, and we kind of intrinsically insert them at the optimum points on the album. So we had to clean them up. We had to kind of get them, clean them up, and process them, and insert them into the album. The other thing, I also kind of some synth textures, and some kind of extra guitars and stuff like that. So it was like the album's really heavily produced, so to speak. And so, kind of bowed guitar, e-bow guitar, synthesizers and all this kind of stuff. That was all added to it. And the album, it's received a pretty good review on All About Jazz. Pretty decent review, actually. And it's kind of, hopefully, it's still available on CD, and we still have it available digitally, but at some point, hopefully, we'll have it available on vinyl. Now, the thing is, again, I had to contact NASA through a friend, or through a contact who had a contact who was an astronaut, kind of stuff. So, to kind of find, make things kosher and stuff. So we had to do a little bit of that. And so it took a lot of work, a lot of, research. And the other thing is, there is no I'd like to tell you that the album is influenced by such and such, but in this album, there are no influences. There's no predecessors. We just did it. The other thing is, on the 40th anniversary of the Apollo moon landings, I received a commission to compose some music to celebrate the anniversary of the moon landings below in Blackrock Observatory. And so I basically composed a little piece called Journée pour les Lunes, little touch of Jules Verne. And So I performed that in front of a full house with visuals of the moon landing behind me, massive visuals, and it was kind of a bit of success, and I'm very honoured to have been asked to do that. And the album itself, Project Apollo, maybe you'll give it a spin sometime. Thank you very much for listening.